wait
for
for
it
later.
just sucks. I hate braking for the corkscrew so much.
It's probably a little bit of a break before the crest.
Can't park there, mate.
I'm not looking forward to this race. It's gonna be so chaotic. Hi, Krishna.
Oh, carry that wheel. Michael?
I was floating in air. Busting higher.
Look at Krista.
There you go. Discord deafen's not working. Wonder why.
Just imagine. Could be.
Working now? No.
Really, I want that. I mean, I may be out early anyway. I'm furious about how last Tuesday went.
Yeah.
Which is not. With all respect to Theo,
Again.
You got it. Alright, bud. Apparently we were too fast to road somewhere. And fuck.
Yeah, we'll do Discord. Pick some laps in. Alright, we got the Watkins setup in. We don't have a Laguna setup. Trying to get something similar.
One on the right side, clear.
Hey, Zach! Okay, so third gear helps prevent forest fires. That third's probably better through there. Hello, Missile. Very patient, Troy. Really?
I need you to slow
Dude.
down. They want you to slow down.
Let me get a lap time in. Wasn't a good one.
Sorry, Gareth.
Oh, good.
Yeah, just completely pissed my breaking point.
It's bracky, mate. Oh, good. Sorry, Luke.
You're all good.
Why was that invalid?
Right side. You're clear if you need it.
I need to pop up the chat so I can see if YouTube's popping off. Twitch I can see. Whoops.
Hello.
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 Could have just been me unmuting myself. But hello. Alright, so that's not bad. Loot. This is a race of survival anyway.
Like the only track where I can get this thing to sometimes wheel hop when I lock up.
Braking wheel hop or engine braking wheel hop?
I don't know. I think it's the front's doing it, so.
Okay, this is going to be absolute insanity now that we're getting some cars on track.
Yeah, the traffic is wild.
I think I just cut the fucking pit lane again.
Oh, on the entry?
Yeah, I think so. I need to look at it. Prior to the driver's meeting. Oh my god. Last time.
Put one wheel in the dirt.
Yep, I absolutely did. Don't fucking nail me for that. That's gonna suck. Oh man, okay. 1 second.
A lot of stones on this track.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to WCR's Tuesday night LMP3 GT4 TCR Challenge race presented by our good friends over at Ardoc.
Hey.
Shout out. We've got ourselves 40 minutes of racing here tonight at Laguna, Seca, so we're going to hop right into the driver's meeting. First things first.
Come on in.
We're going to qualify. Qualifying is lone qualifying. 10 laps or 10 laps. 10 minutes or 3 laps, whichever comes first. The only thing that we ask in qualifying is that you try. Go out there and put all 3 laps in if you want X. Your first lap, try to put your second 2 in, and so on and so forth. The only thing we explicitly don't allow in qualifying is last first challenges, and therefore we need you to give it a shot. We understand if you have off tracks or whatever, but we definitely want you to go out there and at least attempt your laps. After qualifying, we're going to hop right into the race and our start procedures. The start procedures of WCR are rolling with all 3 classes together, rolling around. The LMP3s are asked, the LMP3 leaders asked to stay at pace car speed throughout. The other 2 classes, the leaders are expected to be at about pace car speed as well. We highly encourage the different classes leave gaps in between them. It's up to the discretion of the leader how big those gaps are, but we do encourage the gaps to be left. It's really important to understand that we want everybody to be responsible and get off the line as the formation lap starts as quickly as you can. We want to make sure that the pack stays bunched up and don't get big concertinas as the lap goes on. And so, stay with the car in front of you. If iRacing tells you to catch up, go ahead and catch up. and that's really the gist of it. The important thing to understand as we go racing, in WCR everybody goes on green.
Is that better?
That includes first place. The TCR, the LMP3s, the GT4, and the TCRs. Every car goes on green. So wait
I
for
don't
that
usually
to happen.
talk during that drivers meeting.
Hang back to get a good run on green. Don't anticipate
I know
green.
everyone
It's not,
wants to
when
hear
the
it.
safety car comes in or whatever you decide to. It's when the green flag flies. After that, once the green flag flies, the track's live. Get after it. The entire first lap is the launch zone. So all incidents on the first lap will be judged a little bit more harshly than it would be on the other laps. The whole point is to get people out there and get good, clean racing in for 40 minutes. And to do that, we need to make sure that I can actually have the cars be whole and racing for 40 minutes. So take your time or in the first lap to get settled in, get in a rhythm, and then get after it. Basically, if you're going to send a move on the first lap, it better stick. It better stick, and you better not hit somebody out of the way or try somebody off the track, a la Max Verstappen or anything like that. It's got to be clean passes, and they got to hold up.
Right.
We're not going to be too happy about it.
Clear.
The next thing to think about after this, you're going to be fuel limited. Everybody's going to have to take a stop for fuel. You also need you don't have to take tires, but you can if you want. You also do have one free passenger repair if you get in an accident or whatever, and you need to get the car fixed. Go ahead and get it fixed and get back out there and enjoy your race.
On your left.
There is going to be a
Clear.
ton, and I mean a ton, of multi-class interactions here tonight. So we're going to go over that too. This is the same spiel that you guys hear just about every week, but it's good. It's a good reminder, a good refresher. It is, in the general, simplest terms, it's the responsibility of the faster class to pass safely, and it's the responsibility of the slower class to maintain predictability.
Go that way.
That's a really, really easy, top level discussion about that, which doesn't really cover all the bases for you. So we're going to go through it and let you know what we want. It is, like I said, it is the responsibility of faster class to pass safely. But the slower classes do have a responsibility here. If you're a slower class car and you need to be able to make sure that you maintain a lane for the faster classes. Like in this instance, if you're going into a corner and you want to take the inside line, position your car early to show the LMP3s that you want the inside line. And if they decide to go around the outside of you, you do have to leave a lane there as long as they've achieved overlap by turn-in. Overlapping WCR is front wheels to rear wheels. It really is, all it is if you take an inside line and you stay narrow, you can't track all the way out.
Through there is just going to keep it
off the
pinned
track.
in a bit better.
Similarly, if
and
you want to take the outside of the corner and you leave the inside open, you can't.
Through there to keep it pinned in and go up
you
in
can't
between.
just cut down to the apex and just kind of spin them because you want to go there. You have to maintain a lane there for everybody. Racing in WCR is of course within a pixel.
You just want to roll as well.
You just got to maintain a lane. We do ask that everybody shows a little bit of caution with the tight track. The cornering differences are massive, and there's not many
it
passing.
got more complicated with the TCRs.
So do your best. Try to race, with your head up and race respectfully and race how we want other people to race you. Sometimes discretion is a better, the better form of valor.
I was going to drive the TCR.
Making passes or not making passes.
A Hyundai.
So just keep that in mind, and really be judicious about how you want to make the passes and where you put your car. LMP3s, if you're going to make a pass, signal early, signal often.
I've heard Hyundai makes some mighty fine cars.
And we want the other cars to do the same. I already touched on racing rules, but just to go over them again, if there's
TCRs are
front
terrible to
wheels
drive
alongside rear wheels at or before turn-in, both cars are deemed to need racing room throughout the corner, and that or deemed to require racing room until overlap has been lost. So you got to give the cars within a pixel the whole way through. Basically, you just can't run people off the road or you can't hit them.
Right side.
If you do have an incident tonight, go ahead. You can go down to the
Portions of that lap
the
didn't suck.
settings and schedule tab in the LMP3 GT4 TCR series. In Discord, you'll find at the bottom of that channel a instant reporting form, WCR instant reporting form. Click that link. That's going to take you to a Google form to fill out your incident report. Your incident report we want you to cover your name, the name of the driver you're reporting, the lap number, the turn number, and what happened. Try to keep the what happens to
I ended up buying
descriptions, not stories, but just
mine
what's
got
going on. Those get
so
kind of
Control Alt U
and get
is
those
the
on
key
the turn around,
to
and
toggle
we'll know what penalties
click
are by the end
through.
of next week, or before
and
the
I
end of
managed
next
to
week.
turn that on and without knowing how to turn it off.
Is really where we're at.
So I had to
we have no,
clear it out and start again.
Outstanding penalties to be served tonight.
And I ended up
do not
buying
believe
it
I've
through
got a
Steam
good
for
idea
$10.
who sells stuff to serve and who doesn't. I don't see any of that, so we're all good there. So nobody has to worry about anything. Just go ahead and run your race. And that's really that.
So what
there.
it does,
All right,
I
so
can
last couple
now,
of things. First, if you lose control of your car, try to save it.
it now
but once
shows
you
me
have
who's connecting to
fully
chat.
and totally lost control of your car, just jump on the brakes. Hop on the brakes, slow the car down, get it stopped, and then take your time. Take a second, take a breath to gather yourself, understand where you are on the track,
And it
understand
was
what car,
announcing
you know,
it, and I
approaching
turned
cars
that
are,
off because
and rejoin safely. Try
I
your
want to
best
call people
position
out if
your
they
car,
don't want to
rejoin,
chat. They're just lurking. They just lurk.
perpendicular, or not
Don't call
parallel
them
to the racing line, and get
That's
back
a
going
nice
again.
feature if you can
We
see
really
who's popping
don't
in.
want people pulling across the track sideways, or pulling perpendicular across it, or backing onto it, or 360 no scoping their way
But
around.
I'll probably turn it
just
off because
take
it's
your
just
time,
a
take a breath.
distraction because I don't really care.
Let everything get settled and rejoin safely. That's what we asked for there. The
Left
next
side.
thing is WCR's a learning
Clear.
league. That's kind of the point. That's why we're here. And with that
That's
being
better.
said, there's going to be a difference in pace and comfort in multi-class and braking points and lines and all that kind of good stuff throughout the classes.
Maybe.
And if that's the case, what we need we need everybody to understand that and drive accordingly. There's no excuse to just ram somebody from behind and be like, oh well, they broke earlier. You're not supposed to brake there. That doesn't count. That's not a good enough excuse for anything. So just don't do it. Keep your eyes out. Keep your mind, keep your eyes out and keep your eyes forward. And
I can
do
probably
your best
go
race clean and race
back
people with respect and
get some
race
of
people
the
way you like to be raced.
driver beatings
Finally,
from
we absolutely would
3
like to
seasons
keep
back when I first
both
started.
qualifying and the race clear from voice
To see if
communications. and
they're
stuff.
shorter.
It helps us to have that channel be open for race control if anything silly happens or we need to take care of stuff. Also, it's worth noting that we've got a pretty strict policy in WCR that we don't want commentary on incidents or calling out about the drivers during the race over voice communication.
Sorry.
And calling out about the drivers is through text or voice or really anything that you can think of.
Cut that again.
We're just not going to stand for that.
I
If it
hate
happens,
Laguna Seca.
bare minimum a penalty. If you get
I
flagged
thought you came off the line.
or specific penalties go up until we ask you not to come back. It's just better for everybody. We want everybody to drive here with respect. And we don't need to be putting up with
Hey, I had a
getting
question
called out
for you guys.
for making honest mistakes. If you want to have a discussion
So
after
this is my
the fact,
first. I'm trying to do this race
in
here
a cordial
in a
adult
minute.
manner, you're more than welcome
Am I
to,
good to jump
but,
into it or no?
Just remember the rules still apply. Keep it cordial and don't
Yeah,
get
come on
too
in as long as you're here by qualifying.
So that's really it for me. If anybody has any
Alright,
questions,
sweet.
go ahead
I
and
have
ask.
3 minutes.
Fire them away. If not,
It's given
we're
the
gonna have
like
qualifying
driver's
here in
briefing and
about
stuff
3
right
minutes.
now, so
And
most of it.
hope everybody has a good race. Good luck,
Alright.
and see you guys out
Yeah,
there.
you'll make it in.
Sweet, I appreciate it.
What? Sorry.
Got Matt's jumping in first race. He just missed the briefing. So bullets are orange zone first lap. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, i.e. don't call anyone out and don't use voice comms.
Too easy.
Right side.
Qualifying is 3 laps, not 2.
Yeah, so if you have a setup for quali, you might want to change your fuel a
Hi,
little bit.
man. We'll be fine.
Oh.
Forgotten that more than once and only did 2 laps in my quali.
I'd be more
And you're
likely to
going-
go out with too much fuel.
You go on green too.
Oh, okay,
That's
that's a big one.
important.
Yeah, the other league I'm in, they separate it, so. But I'm trying
Well,
to race with you
separate
guys.
out. We separate out too, but everybody goes on green. There's no.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a little more
Yeah.
predictable.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And you discourage a lot of shenanigans that way about people being dumb trying to game the start.
Oh
You also have to pit. You have to pit for fuel. You don't have to take tires.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And you get a fast repair.
Oh, nice.
And
Yes.
this is important. You are expected to leave lanes in multi-class. So to put it mildly, it is the responsibility of the faster class to get by safely. But if you as a GT4 decide to take the inside of a corner and an LMP3 comes up around your outside before turn in, you don't get to track out and just knock them off the road. You have to leave the lane on the way out there. Yeah, it's real simple. Just you can talk with your car and close things off if you want to. But if they come up on you and they get front wheel to rear wheel overlap on you before turn in, you got to leave them cars within a pixel. Is really what the deal is.
Too easy. Yeah, the other league I've been doing, it's GT3s and GT4s, and they're still like lapping shit, sometimes 15 seconds faster. So I'm sure this is much faster, but still a little bit of a experience. I just pay attention to my mirrors,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly just about being aware and then being like, okay, normally I take this route. He's probably going to go up the inside of me on this corner because that's usually where I track out. So, just kind of being aware.
Good multi-class racing is both cars losing the least amount of time possible, not maximizing your time or minimizing your
Happy to take you through what I've got set up for Sheep Chat. I got it mostly transparent. It comes back up in the same place. I thought I had it wider, and I've made the font bigger. But the wider didn't take, but the positioning did. So that's cool. And then I have it so I can click through it. So it's sitting over sort of where the flag buttons are. But mainly because if I look up to the chat, I'm looking up at the camera pretty much. So that helps. All right. Laguna. It should be an interesting race. I hope it's a good spectacle. I'm not going to enjoy driving it. I just don't enjoy driving Laguna. I think if I take the Lotus 79 around here, that could be fun. I think I could take that in fourth, but then when I missed the turn-in by a bit, you need good grip on the tires. I always feel this place doesn't have a lot of grip. It always feels like there's sand on the track. F4 might make it fun. Yeah, sort of open wheeler where you can see around you better.
Green flag.
Because if I stopped over driving, that would probably help too. Oh, we're at nav brake. Actually the best that's up that corner. afternoon. Speaking of overdriving, what? Where'd I take the off track? Must have been through this corkscrew. Damn it, I was being careful. Well, that lap doesn't count. Oh, I thought I was going to cut that. Eased off a little too much. Ba-ba-ba-da-bum. Hey, we got a lap on the board. Look at us go. Part-time TCR drivers of the world, unite! Dyslexics of the world, untie! Oh, storming up the hill. Yup. We gotta get to the 133s? We're gonna achieve a goal?
Check your flag.
Yes! We got into the 133s. Goal achieved. Alright, we can go to the pub. So everyone else in TCRs is redonkulously good and has been using them for a while. We're new. But we're having fun and we're here to make up numbers. And sometimes have fun. Laguna Seca is not one of my favorite tracks, sorry Sean. But we'll do our best. Actually found keeping it into third was keeping the car a little bit more pinned Fourth would be better for rolling and speed, but safety-wise, third seems to be good, especially for like, what's that turn after the corkscrew? 9? Turn 9 I'm usually really good at, well, throwing it off the camber. Oh man, P3s are ripping. 17s, and where the fast guys are at 30s, I'm at a 33. So they'll be coming around at 13 seconds every 10 laps. Eight laps. Should be a good time. Hold on to your butts. Alright, I have Discord muted and my mute button's not working. Ironically. I'll fix it later. And my haptic cushion's not working either, which is a bit of a bother. Since it's new. Shim hub's running. Not sure what the problem is. The haptics on the pedals are working. Just weird that I'm... So when you go off the curb, I have the curbs vibrating each pedal on each side, which helps with my car placement. And I get it on under my cushion as well. But not so much right now. Boom.
One to go. Right side on the restart. It's open. No, close.
But I hear people as they're leaving the chat. But it shows that I'm deafened and mute, so it shouldn't be a problem. So I've moved some things around since I changed the camera, and I can actually see the car mirrors now in certain cars, which I enjoy. Yeah. Alright, welcome to the West Coast Racing League's Tuesday night race. This is the multi-class LMP3 GT4 TCRs tonight at Laguna Seca for 40 minutes. We are fuel limited, so there will be pit stops. And it's a very short lap with fast differences, so it should be a lot of multi-class interaction. Should be a good time. We've qualified 5th in our trusty matte black Honda Accord. With the shiny red wheels. I think we're all set to go. We just won't have Discord, that's fine. Usually pretty quiet during the race.
Should be starting behind at 611.
I think we're good to go.
You should be behind the 8. Alright, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 12. Line up behind the 98. Line up behind the 188.
Leaving a gap. We have Hyundai Elantra, Hyundai Veloster, Honda, and then Hyundai Elantra in the back. Rodolfo. Alright, there are 6 of us. That's pretty good odds for a top 5. But you'll be, you know, probably between myself and Rodolfo because those other 4 guys are really fast. And that's okay. Steal shamelessly from their lines. Although our really fast guy has banked his points for the season and is running GT4s tonight, Aiden. He qualified 3rd in Mercedes. Good choice. I like the Merc GT4. I like the Merc GT3.
Slide back in your seat there, man. Give those belts a good tug. Double check your steering wheel, get a good look at your switches. You're ready to go here, buddy. Green flag.
Mean to leave that big of a gap. Where was the off track? I'm assuming I'm cutting the too far to the inside there. If we minimize our off tracks, we might win by not having to go pass through and do off track. Yeah. You know what I mean? Come on. Definitely has to be first gear. Didn't have any pull in second. Alright, 10 tires off, just get fuel at the stop. Oh, what are you doing, mate? Yeah, several of these corners I'd normally take a gear in like 4th, but... Whoops. Yeah, VR would have been a better choice. You can actually see around the hairpins. I don't currently have it set up though. All right. That was 3 laps. They may have... No.
One on the right side. Clear, clear. One on the right side. Clear. Right side. Clear, clear, clear.
I'm gonna say if I get murdered early, I don't have to finish the race. No, we get a frost repair if anything happens.
Left side. Clear, clear, clear. Left side. Looks clear, clear, clear.
Alright, I can say that if you can get a flow, this track would be enjoyable as a growth point. Fighting the off tracks is going to be the hard part.
On your right. Clear. Good job. Right side. Clear. right side. All clear, my man.
You can run an arc where you touch the outside to the inside to the outside. I think that would be cool. Because every time I get close to that outside rumble strip, I'm afeared. Of being thrown into the desert. Never to be seen again. Like that car we saw in practice. All the way to the fence. Oh, just about stopped. Trail braking. Train braking. Oh, getting something back on Rodolfo. I don't know, I think avoiding drive-through is a solid strategy. Fail. Here they come again. Oh, around about the corkscrew, I'm guessing. What the shit biscuit was that? Oh, boys. I didn't feel like I'd applied too much brake pressure, but the rear brake just locked. And we went to Drift C. They did mention there was going to be a lot of action.
On your left. Clear him. On the left side. Clear.
Now here come the GT4s.
Left side. Clear. That was a good job. Right side. Clear.
No, fourth. Fourth will send you to Tatooine. Would not surprise me if people are going to get crap loads of drive-thrus.
That looked good, dog. Keep it up.
Was it?
Left side. Looks clear, clear, clear. Left side. Clear.
Matt, I'm so sorry. Thank you for the space.
Right side. Clear. Good job.
Probably should have driven the LMP3 to see where their braking markers are. That nearly got ugly.
Good lap. Right side. You're clear him. Right side. All clear. And get right back in that rhythm. Left side. Clear, clear, clear. One on the right side. You're clear. One on the right side. Clear, clear, clear.
Lap 14. This is messy. This is a nightmare fuel. Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch. He who gets the fewest drive-thrus wins. We were doing bad, then we were doing better.
On your left, clear.
Then there's a lot of bullies around.
Right side, clear.
Not a good move, Wesley. Heads up. That was some heads up driving by Wesley. Hey, Justin. I would have given you that, buddy. Oh.
Left
Fair
side.
enough.
Clear.
This thing's crazy. These TCRs are so counterintuitive because, you know, they drive the wrong wheels. At least they corner pretty flat. It's better than the old BTC, you know, British touring car, or Toka back in the day. Hello, guys.
Left side. Clear.
Well, we did mention it was going to be action-packed, and that hasn't disappointed. We are going to have to pit at some point. Whose damn fool idea was it to drive the TCR in the first place? Yours. Oh, shit. Yeah, it was. This will be fun. Ah.
Left side.
Of course you're gonna go there. Oh, of course you're gonna do that. The blue flag. Not a suit of armor. Look at me, sitting in the back, bitching like a crotchety old man. Drive the car, monkey. I am the drive monkey. Ooh, ooh, ka-choo.
Left side. Clear. Good job.
I don't know. I feel like we should have the Doom music kick in when the leaders come by. Theo's leading? Go Theo.
Right side. Clear.
Alright, pit this lap. We've got 4 laps till empty. We're coming up on 10 minutes to go. We've survived so far, so that's something. Yeah, setups really don't have a lot of compliance on them. They feel really stiff. Like you get into that point in the corner where you want a little bit of give and it's just skating. Yeah, I'm really sick of that move.
Right side. Clear, clear, clear.
Oh, we were going to pit. Now we'll pit this lap. We got another 3 we can run it out. Hey Mike! Teammate! Mike Bowen 4. Good thing we didn't hit each other. Especially he brings in the lion's share of the points. Alright. Pitting in.
Good job, gentlemen. Pit road speed all the way, buddy. At your mark. Now, turn in, turn in. Remember, don't get too tight to the wall.
Just getting gas shouldn't take too long.
Go, man, go, go, man, go. Pit road speed all the way down.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh, dirt tracking back there.
On the left side. Clear if you need it.
Ah, people pitting. You know, there are parts that we're enjoying. It's not all doom and gloom. When you get a flow up down through the corkscrew, that feels really good.
On your right. Clear, clear, clear.
All right. That's going to be one.
Right side, clear. Right side. Clear. Left side. Clear. Left side, clear. Clear. That's a good job. Left side, clear. Coming to the white flag this time.
15. Boom. Hey, we survived.
Not bad.
Goal achieved. All right, we survived. Hey, we survived. Oops. Well, that was a race. I'm sure folks will be going to the debrief, so I'll head to the debrief too. Thanks very much for hanging out with us tonight on the West Coast Racing League's Tuesday night multi-class LMP3 GT4 TCR extravaganza, and we will be back for more. Normal stream tomorrow at 1 o'clock Pacific time, and then we've got Super Formula Lights tomorrow night, and I have no clue where that is, but I have a drive-through, so that'll be fun. So I hope you enjoyed the race, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Mm-hmm.